RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by
Zeisser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to more football here on Z1570 Friday night. That means a big doubleheader here. Riverbend football for you on the Big Z and at AltonDailyNews.com and at RiverBender.com as we take care of the Alton Redbirds on senior night, their last home game of the year, even though we're only in week 7. Still a couple of weeks to go in the football season, but tonight, Alton senior night. Tomorrow night here at Public School Stadium, it will be Marquette's senior night, and the Explorers and the Redbirds will be on the road the last 2 weeks. Here at Public School Stadium tonight, though, it's the Alton Redbirds against the Belleville West Maroons, and with Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland here with you to bring you all the live play-by-play as we get ready for more football here in week number 7. Good evening, Louis.
Week number 7. Good evening.
It's hard to believe.
It's a blur. Really, it is. It's gone by. I can't even comprehend how fast it's gone by. And but you know, if you're Alton, you're 0-6. What better way to end your home slate? Get that first win of the year and get that bug off of your back, because it's been a long year so far.
And they've had injuries. They've had suspensions. They've had all kinds of things go against them, the Redbirds, but they played with some energy and some spark last week. First half, 32-19 here for homecoming against a tough Belleville East team. Now it's Belleville West, and Belleville West with just one victory this year, and we know that West has had trouble on offense, and the Redbirds maybe getting their offense in gear a little bit.
Well, you make a change at quarterback, you get more back there now, and pretty multi-dynamic and multi-versatile guy back there. We can run the ball, and he's displayed that he can throw it as well. So a little bit of something for this Maroons team to think about tonight, and you really can't key on one certain aspect of their offense. And maybe Alton, if they could put 19 up on a tough East team, never know. The sky's the limit here tonight. I think this is a game they can really win.
It really is a game they can win. The highest point total for West this year is 19. They lost over in Evansville, Indiana in week 1, 21-19. And if you look at the offensive points for these two teams, Belleville West comes in with 46 points on the board. Alton with 59 points scored, even though the Redbirds have been shut out twice. But the Redbirds try to do something here at home tonight and change all of that, and then maybe you take your chances at Granite City next week.
Well, you got to get that first win first, and who would have thought it? I never would have imagined this team at week 7 without a victory. After that, you had a little bit of a hiccup in that opener against Quincy. You take a quarter out of that game, that's a game they could have won there. And from what I understand, Quincy's doing okay up there. I believe they're at 3-3 on the year, and they're fighting for a playoff spot. It's a game they could have won, but it just hasn't gone their way. They've had too many kids get hurt, like you said. They've lost a number of players to key spots, to suspensions. It's been a long year for Dwight Tungett's first season here, but a win can cure a lot of things here tonight.
Coach Dwight Tungett and the Redbirds getting ready to take on the mighty Maroons of Belleville West, and here at Public School Stadium, last weekend of football for Alton and Marquette. Hard to believe that Marquette will play its last home game of the year tomorrow night. Tomorrow night against the East Alton Wood River Oilers, and you'll hear that game tomorrow night at 7 right here on Z1570. So Explorers and Oilers coming up tomorrow night as the captains and the head coaches and the officials all meet at midfield, where the Redbird emblem is an angry bird again, showing some teeth. And
that's not a buzzard out there?
It's not a buzzard, no.
Okay.
The Alton Buzzards. It's the Alton Redbirds and the Belleville West Maroons, and it looks like the Redbirds are going to get the football first. And that means that Coach Dwight Tungett may or may not send Lawrence Moore back. He returned a kickoff early in last week's game for 90 yards and a touchdown, but then playing quarterback. They didn't want to risk him being injured, so he didn't return any more kicks the rest of the night. And Lawrence Moore, the player to keep an eye on. He's the quarterback now for the Alton Redbirds the rest of the way.
Well, and again, he's dynamic out there. He can run with the ball. He can run on the fly, throwing it. I mean, with quarterbacks like that, they're really difficult to contain. They're really difficult to pick up what they're going to do. Belleville West, it's all about your keys, and if you're able to contain those and stay in your keys, then you may have a successful night defensively, but we'll see how it goes. We'll play the game.
That's why they play the game. Southwestern Conference football games. And tonight, another round of action, and Belleville West here at Alton will be following that up with Roxana at Greenville. It is 7 o'clock here on a Friday night. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Redbirds and Maroons get ready to roll here in week number 7. The Redbirds will finish up at Granite City and at East St. Louis. Belleville West will finish up. Their senior night is next week against East St. Louis. Then they'll finish at Granite City in week number 9. So 6 weeks down, 3 weeks to go. So we're 2/3 of the way home for the end of the regular season. 9-week regular season, of course. And Belleville West and Alton getting ready here. The Redbirds drop a couple of players deep, including number 3, Kevin Wade, and number 30. Back there, too. That is Javon McBride. And the kick is high, end over end. It's coming to the near sideline, and it dies there at the 12-yard line. Picked up by McBride down the sideline. He's knocked down at the 30. He thought it was going to go out of bounds, so he let it roll, but it just died there at the 12-yard line, so then he returned it back to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's one of those you can't really take a risk on it, because if it doesn't go out of bounds, that's a live football, and you got to trust your instincts on that one. And a good thing he did, because I don't think that was going to get out of bounds, and that would have been a disastrous start if you give up field position and the football right there. Gets it out to the 30-yard line. Decent starting field position here for Alton, and they'll go to work on offense.
Spread offense, of course, and Lawrence Moore in the shotgun, and he will hand it off over the left side. Big hole there up near the 40-yard line, and just short of a first down goes Zach Lovett, starting running back, number 17, and he took it for 9 yards. It's a 2nd down and 1 as they use the left side to run the football.
Oh, that's a nice burst there, and they created a good hole for him. I've had the Redbirds a couple of times this year, and their offensive line just hasn't lived up to expectations, and good start there. If they can churn out some running room and real estate like that, this is going to be a good night.
Looked like the West Maroons may have jumped there when the Redbirds finally got set. They weren't set down in their 3-point stance yet, but once they got down in their stance, well, no, they're going to call it on the Redbirds, and it's going to be a false start. And it'll push Alton back to their own 34-yard line.
I thought that the right guard, I didn't see the number. I thought maybe he had flinched first and it induced the defense, and apparently that's what they saw down on the field as well. So wipes out a good run, but it's still a manageable, about a 2nd and 5 here, 2nd and 6.
Kyle Nance, the center, number 55, and he will snap it to the shotgun again, and Lawrence Moore, the quarterback, wearing number 11. Long count, and Moore will run the quarterback draw. Up the middle, near the 40-yard line he goes. A quick burst from Moore, and he has a 1st and 10, it appears, at the 40-yard line.
Well, he needed to get to the stick, and right on the 40-yard line, and that's where he got it. And he needed about 5.5, and that's about what he got. Moved the chains, and a new set of downs here.
Spread offense, Joe Burnett, 1 receiver. B.J. West, number 15, another. Kevin Wade, number 3, another receiver. And here goes Moore again. He'll run it again, and over the 45 to the 46. Over the left side again for the Redbirds for a 6-yard gain.
Took a pretty good pop there right around the 46-yard line, but he hung on to the football on 3 running plays to start, and they've done very well. When you can grind out 6, and 9 yards, that's pretty good ground attack to start the game. Look for them to continue along that path, and right now the Alton offensive line doing a pretty good job.
Belleville West a record of 1-5, Alton with a record of 0-6. So 1 win between these two teams so far, and They get ready on 2nd and 4 near midfield now, the Redbirds. They'll hand it off and try the right side this time and knock down. That's going to be a yard loss. Back to the 45 is where they will mark Lovett, number 17, trying the right side this time.
It almost looked like a jet play that they ran there, and Belleville West was able to snuff that out pretty good, and he loses about a yard there, so it's going to set up a 3rd and 5 here, their first 3rd down of the night. Be interesting to see if they get into a passing situation. I wasn't here last week. You were, weren't you?
And Lawrence Moore looked good throwing the football.
I was going to say, did he throw the ball at all or what?
And trips to the far side, and 4 receivers out in the pass play, and Moore throws it over the head of a open receiver there. Number 15, B.J. West, was open at the Belleville West 45 for a 10-yard gain, but he overthrew him.
If he hits him in the numbers there, he's gone. I mean, it was there. Receiver was open, and the safety definitely got burned. He came in on the blitz, and he's the one that forced a quick throw there and the overthrow, and wind up working out in the Maroons' favor that time, and Alton's going to have to punt the ball away after a pretty good start.
That means Brennan Haug out there. Low line drive as always, and Redbirds hope for the hop, and they get a hop to the 20-yard line, and down right there is Tyler McLemore makes the tackle. Brennan Haug again with the punt for the Redbirds, and Belleville West will start about their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10, and we'll see what the Redbirds do on defense here to start out.
Well, important to come out and establish yourself here, just like Belleville West did, and give your offense a little bit of life. Your offense feeds off your defense and vice versa, and not the greatest field position here, so we'll see how things turn out.
And Belleville West keeping it on the ground over the left side. Ball carrier tripped up there, and to the 24-yard line they go. Couple of yards there over the left side, and that's going to be it for Jeremy Hill. Looks like 28 with the carry this time, and he's at the 24 for a gain of 2.
Well, I hear from the scouting report I get is they like to run the football, and if they can run it successfully, they're going to keep the ball on the ground. They don't throw it very much, so that front 7 for Alton is going to be important here tonight.
You put all those players in the boxes. Hill tries the right side, number 28, and he's thrown down to the ground after a 1-yard gain to the 25-yard line, and some Redbirds there to make the tackle, including Brennan Haug, the safety coming up. Tyler McLemore in on the tackle, and at the 25, it's going to be 3rd down and about 7.
Well, and good job so far in the first 2 plays there. They're able to seal off the interior. 2 running plays, they tried to run it between the hash marks there, and not a whole lot, so a big 3rd down here. We'll see probably more than likely a passing situation. It looks like our quarterback, Ledlove, is in the shotgun.
He's a senior, Kyle Ledlove, and they're going to direct snap to one of the running backs instead, and up to the 29 goes number 10, Sharand Boyd. Boyd, number 10, on a direct snap to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 3 at the 29.
Well, nice job there by Alton to be able to snuff that out and to realize what was going on there. It's a definite passing down. I mean, it's 3rd and 7. You wouldn't imagine that they would run, and Belleville West kind of had that in mind as well, and they figured maybe they can catch him off guard. He picks up about 4 yards, but that's it.
Flags fly here in the punt formation as the ball was snapped, and we'll see if they took too much time or what the call will be on 4th down here. And it's going to be offsides on Belleville West, and they were punting the ball away. You don't see that much, but they were offsides and back to their own 24 now.
Well, I think the call should go the other way. False start on the offense, right? Yeah.
Or maybe just lined up offsides.
Could be.
But they don't have anybody wide. Here's a punt, almost blocked, and it goes to the 50, and it'll take a West roll down to the 40 and then the 35-yard line. Alton at their own 35, 1st and 10 now.
Boy, Tyler McLemore is just, you see him snapping his fingers there. He came within an eyelash of blocking that and maybe returning it for a score, and just like that, Belleville West goes from maybe giving up a touchdown, getting a pretty good roll. That wound up being about a 45-yard punt with the bounce and roll, right?
40 yards, it looks like, on the punt from their own 24 to the 35.
My math wasn't always the greatest.
Approximately.
You got my back?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Good deal.
Here's Lawrence Moore in the shotgun again. Redbirds ball, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to his left, 1 receiver to his right, but he's going to run it again. Moore over the 40, out near the 44, and a flag flies in late. Maybe a blocking penalty, either block.
You hate to see that.
Block in the back, a holding, something as Lawrence Moore cruised over the left side out to the 44-yard line.
Wipe out about a 9-yard run.
Yeah, holding on Alton, and it's going to go back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which looks like the 30, well, the flag right on the 35, so they'll take it back to the 25, it looks like.
A lot of people don't realize officially it's a 10-yard penalty, but you got to factor in what you picked up on the play. To me, that's about a 20-yard penalty there.
Actually, they move it to the 24, so the hold was a yard behind the line of scrimmage technically. Here's 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. They spread it out again for Lawrence Moore. On 1st and long, 1st and 21, Moore back, drops back to throw. He throws to the far side, and he overthrows B.J. West again, looking 15 again, but incomplete.
Boy, if he looks over here at McLemore, he's got him open right out here in the flat. If he hits him with the pass, it's about a 5-yard gain, but he had about 15, 20 yards of real estate in front of him where there was nobody around him. So somebody maybe that doesn't survey the field on a passing play, that's something you got to keep an eye out on.
And we know that not too many Southwestern Conference teams go with the spread offense, so not easy to defend sometimes and cover all these receivers. There's 4 receivers again. And the Redbirds wait on 2nd and 21. Long count, the snap back, Moore back, and they'll throw a screen, and it goes incomplete. Knocked away there from Kevin Wade. Wide receiver screen there in the middle of the field.
Boy, you can tell he took off and tried to run without the football. You see that a lot where there's a play that develops there and they just don't quite make it. You can't execute the play without the ball, and you can tell about a half a stride upfield he took off before he got his fingers on the ball.
3rd down and 21. And shotgun again. Lawrence Moore waiting on the snap. Receivers to his left and right again. Long count again. Trying to get West to jump, but they won't. And Moore is back to pass. Now he's trying to scramble, but he is sacked at his own 16-yard line. He's sacked back there, and one of the first ones there was Kelhi Allen, number 33. Allen in there for Belleville West, and they'll mark it at the 17-yard line, 4th and long.
Well, that's unfortunate. It all started to go downhill on the penalty. They pick up 9 yards on 1st down, would have been a 2nd and 1. Holding penalty brings it back, and they went backwards since, and now they're going to have to punt it away. It's going to be a 3 and out.
And now a flag flies here. It might be on the Alton Redbirds.
Sideline warning, maybe?
Maybe a sideline warning. And they'll continue with a 4th and 27. Trying to keep the Redbirds back in the box there where it's marked. 25 to the 25, between the 25-yard lines.
That's getting a little piddly, isn't it?
A little picky, maybe, yeah. We have 5:59 to go first quarter, so midway through this first quarter, and we are scoreless. Here's a low-line drive kick, and it's bobbled by West. They go back to pick it up at their own 45 and dropped right there. A couple of Redbirds right there, and including Tyler McLemore again on the special teams. 61, Quentin Lawrence in on the tackle, too.
Alton will take that because they field that cleanly. They're going to field it at the 50 and get into Redbirds territory, but that ball was live as it looked like it caromed off of one of the kickoff returners there and goes backwards, but Belleville West winds up good field position here at their own 44-yard line, 5:48 to go in the first quarter.
First quarter, 0-0 game. Alton and Belleville West. West with their second possession. The Redbirds have had the ball twice. Here's a high throw, almost picked off, but leaping into the air. Kevin Wade couldn't get it, but the receiver did come down with it over the 50 to the Alton 48-yard line by big number 85, Tevin Suggs, 6'3" junior wide receiver.
Boy, another just a split second away from maybe being a pick and going the other way. And Redbirds not catching too many breaks right now, but they are playing hard and they're playing well so far. And they stick with what they're doing. I think they're going to come up with some positive results here.
Hard to come over the top like that. There's a run, and into the secondary goes the ball carrier, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Number 8, Javante Williams. Senior running back Williams makes it 1st and 10 at the Alton 33-yard line.
That's a 15-yard gain there, and a pretty good burst there along the right side. Found a nice hole there and was able to get down to the Alton 33 in our first scoring threat of the game.
Maroons and Redbirds scoreless right now, but we'll see what West does with this field position. Ball carrier tripped up there. That's 28 again. Jeremy Hill running between the tackles and over the right tackle on the right side to the 30-yard line, a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 now. He's carried the ball 3 out of their 5 times here tonight, and he's picked up 6 yards on those 3 carries. So he may be their primary featured go-to guy here, and we'll see. Redbirds are able to contain him so far. Decent job. 3 receivers now for West, and a flag flies, and it looks like illegal procedure. A little false start on the Maroons. Let's see. Flags flying when the Maroons got set there. And it will be back 5 yards to the 35-yard line of Alton, so make it 2nd down and 12 for the Maroons. Well, don't forget, after the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. Player of the Game from Public School Stadium here in Week 7. Alton and Belleville West, scoreless, 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Louis Korak and Brent Birkland here with you. They pitch it to Hill over the right side. Lots of room. 1st down and more. He's into the red zone. To the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown from 35 yards out on a pitch to the outside, and Jeremy Hill took it to the house.
That was, again, about a yard away from being a 5-yard loss, and I didn't see who the defender was over on the far side over there, but a missed tackle, and it wound up costing the Redbirds 6 points on the play.
35-yard touchdown run. Now the extra point coming, and 6-0 Belleville West. First quarter here. 3:54 to go in the first. And they'll try to tack on the extra point. The snap back, the hold down, and the kick is up. And it's good by Austin Siebert, freshman kicker, number 43. And it's 7-0 Belleville West. Each team has had the ball twice, and making it count, the Maroons lead the Redbirds 7-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, fun is fair.
Continue to stay with it and don't get away from your game plan.
Need to get that offense clicking, and here to the near side again, it's McBride. He grabs it inside the 15 to the 20, out near the 30, ran into a couple of his own blockers, I believe, out to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. 3:46 to go here. And the Redbirds get the ball for the 3rd time here in the ball game.
Well, not bad field position. You're at your own 29, and they've ran it 5 times and thrown it 3 times, so a decent balance, but they've been unsuccessful. 0 for 3 throwing the football so far is Moore.
Well, if he throws it a little more, maybe he'll get comfortable back there in the pocket and start to get on target, but he's going to run it again over the left side to the 30, maybe out to the 31. And that's it for number 11, Lawrence Moore, for just a yard and a half.
Well, that looked like something was going to develop there, and it closed up pretty quick. And good thing he was able to hang on to the ball there because he took a pretty decent pop on the play.
Southwestern Conference, big game tonight. Belleville East at Edwardsville. Also Granite City at East St. Louis. O'Fallon at Collinsville tonight in the Southwestern Conference for football. Right up the middle it goes. First down. The Redbirds out to the 42-yard line with number 17, Zach Lovett, going right up the gut.
Well, they're finding something there up the middle of the field, and they continue to do that. They're going to put some points on the board here because right now the Alton offensive line is winning that battle.
Redbirds 1st and 10 from their own 42 near midfield. Lawrence Moore guiding the offense here. Waits for the snap from Kyle Nance to the center. And Moore gets it, drops back, escapes the first rusher. And he dumps one to McLemore. Leaping grab to the 41-yard line as he just dumped one over a couple of defenders to McLemore.
You can't defend that. Bottom line, you just cannot defend something like that. He's on the dead run. You think you're going to get him along that sideline there. He found McLemore on the play, and it's a 17-yard game. How do you defend that?
Little jump pass and an athletic play, as always, by Elmo. Lawrence Moore. He makes the play with 2:30 to go in the first quarter.
I like that, Elmo.
Dwight Tunget calling him that almost every week to me, so.
What does he call you?
I don't want to repeat that. Over the right side it goes, and it looks like it might be Lovett for a couple to the Belleville West 38-yard line, a gain of 3.
Continue to push here, and again, you probably don't script offensive passing plays like that, but hey, if they work, why not?
He can scramble like crazy, and he did it last week against Belleville East. And
some guy named Mike Vick does that too, doesn't he?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I heard he was all right.
4 receivers again. Trips to the top of the field, and there's a pass that goes to Kevin Wade right at the line of scrimmage. But he's going to lose a couple, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 9 as he couldn't escape the Maroons there at the 40-yard line.
Well, Belleville West is bringing the blitz all along that right side there, and actually on Moore's blind side. So if he can get some of these little quick hitches, quick hitters, there's going to be some real estate there for them to pick up some yards here. But this is going to bring up about a 3rd and 9. After they lost 2 yards on the pass play.
3rd down with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Redbirds and Maroons here. Belleville West with a touchdown on its last possession.
Looks like they're going to bring it again.
Lawrence Moore drops back, and he has time to throw. He throws it over the middle, too high for McLemore. Leaped into the air at the 35-yard line, but couldn't get it. That was 4 yards past the line of scrimmage, so he would have had to gain 5 on his own to get a first down, but it's incomplete.
Well, they showed blitz, and then they dropped back into pass coverage there, and nobody opened downfield, so he tried to get somebody right over middle of the field there and a little too high, and he was lucky that wasn't picked off.
Yeah, there were a couple Maroons behind McLemore. Now a timeout for Belleville West. The Redbirds showing punt here at the Maroons 40 on 4th and 9 when we come back. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Welcome back to Public Schools Stadium at West, up on State Street. Live coverage of the Alton Redbirds and the Belleville West Maroons. Belleville West with a timeout. They may have thought that Alton might go for it on 4th and 9, but Redbirds brought their punt team on right away, so they burn a timeout. And now Brennan Haug will boot a line drive, hopefully to the corner. Hopefully it'll die.
Great
inside
job.
the 10, inside the 5, to the 4-yard line, and it is down there, and it was a great punt by Brennan Haug.
If you're Belleville West, why wouldn't you have somebody back to field that? They had nobody back there. I don't understand that. Unless you wouldn't be trying to block a punt there, would you?
No, not at all. And to the 4-yard line, West will start, and now it's time for a big stop or a big play for the Redbirds. Yes,
turnover time. This is where you can get a little bit aggressive, because you figure that Belleville West is going to be a little conservative to try to get the ball out of the shadows of their goal line here and try to get some field position. This might be the time where you might want to get a little aggressive.
They go over the right side, and there's Hill. He's into the secondary again before he's dumped outside the 15 to the 17, and number 28 with some room outside again.
Well, they're going to have to do a better job of that, because on his last 2 carries, Hill was able to pick up some pretty good real estate, and that'll get the job done. That'll get the ball away from your own goal line there. About a gain of 13 on the play.
That is 28, a senior, 5'11", 170-pound running back, Jeremy Hill, number 28. This time they'll run the counter, coming to the near side and knocked down right there. Looks like it's going to be maybe a loss of a yard this time for number 8, Williams, with his second carry of the game, I believe.
Good job of picking that up by Alton there. And you're right, I don't think they're going to leave it. Did they back that up to the 16?
No, it looks like it is going to be the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Each team has had the ball 3 times on their third possession. Belleville West at 2nd and 10. When we start the second quarter, Belleville West leading Alton 7-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
At American Family Insurance, we put together a pretty special policy for the Gordon family. It's called the Dad's starting a new business in our garage. Jessie wants to go to an Ivy League school. Mom crashed her computer, literally. And Jennifer just passed her driving test, policy. American Family works with you to choose from over 375 products and features to create your custom family protection. Is your coverage as unique as your family?
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Belleville West leading 7-0 over Alton. 12 minutes back on the clock as we're ready for the second quarter now. West at 2nd down and 10. They'll run it to Williams again. Flag flies out to the 24, 25-yard line, but I think it's coming back. Maybe a hold on the mighty Maroons here.
Pretty quick flag there, and I think you might be right, and you are right.
Back 10 yards from the spot, the foul. Let's see where they mark it here.
Well,
Second and long.
This will go back to about the 7-yard line, so again, a chance to maybe get a little aggressive here and try to force the issue with Belleville West inside of their own 10-yard line here.
Bottom line is don't let them out of this hole, because even if they punt it, you may start on the Belleville West side of the field here.
Well, again, that's where your defense kind of fuels your offense. You force a 3-and-out here. You get the ball back to your offensive players, and they get a little charged up because they probably will get good field position here.
But got to have some more stops here. 2nd down and long. They'll pitch it to the outside, and Hill. They turn him inside this time, and at the left hash mark, he is tackled at about the 13-yard line, so he will pick up about 5. 3rd and 16.
Well, this is a must stop here. These are one of those where you hear this a lot, where you get teams backed up into 3rd and double digits. This is where your defense needs to step up and make a play. And most importantly, no penalties.
No penalties at all. Benico Willis comes out of the game, number 66. Still got 4 down linemen here for the Redbirds. They're playing a 4-3, it looks like, but there's a lot of receivers here to cover. Here's the throw, and it's complete to the 15, and that's it. Kevin Wade with a solid tackle, number 3, tackling number 80, who made the catch. He was open for a moment, Brendan Sack, but knocked down by Kevin Wade right away.
Well, that's a good play there. You don't allow him to escape the pocket and force the quick throw there, and it's going to bring up a punting situation.
All started with good pressure on the quarterback, too. The return man back to midfield. The Redbirds don't need a penalty here on special teams either. McLemore almost got another block there as he was in on the punter.
Boy, look at this roll.
The kick is going to land at the Belleville West 45, but it takes a 15-yard bounce, 15-yard roll to the 40 of Alton.
44-yard punt on the play, and about, 24 of it on a roll?
Just about. Alton at their own 40-yard line. And the Redbirds with their 4th possession, trying to tie the game with a touchdown, because 7-0 in favor of the Maroons here. The Redbirds need to do something about that.
Well, you get good field position here, and got to start moving the chains.
Seems like the Redbirds have been around midfield almost every possession, but that's about it. Long snap count again. Moore drops back to throw. Now he's scrambling, and he throws it away outside the hashes.
That's going to be a flag, yep.
And a flag flies on intentional grounding, it appears.
Well, that's a play there where Moore's just got to understand. When you're a quarterback, you know how they always talk about have that clock in your head. If something doesn't develop there, you just can't hang in the pocket. You're a sitting duck, and he decided he was going to take off a little too late there, and it wound up costing him not only the yards, but it's going to also cost him the down.
And it'll be 1st down. Actually, 2nd down, you're right. Back to the 22-yard line.
Boy, that's a loss of 18 yards. Whew.
Mercy. 2nd down and 28. 10-10 to go. First half. We're in the second quarter. Moore's going to run it. Left side. Finds some room, but not much. It closed quickly near the 25-yard line. A gain of 3.
Well, The penalty there just kills you. Not just losing the yards, but you lose the down. Those intentional grounding penalties are just drive killers. They really are.
And you started your own 40, but you're nowhere near there right now at 3rd and 25.
They've had some great field position, no doubt about it. You wonder if Dwight Tungett here is just maybe going to try to pick up some real estate and just punt this thing away, because you don't want to force yourself into a turnover situation either.
Back goes Moore to pass, looking deep and over the middle, deep, and it is tipped away. Wade may have been bumped there right when the ball got there at the 40-yard line, back at the original line of scrimmage, incomplete.
That's a dangerous pass too, boy, and especially when the receiver, you get your hand on the ball, you tip that thing up. You're lucky nobody came in and corralled that thing and came up with an interception, but once again, 3 and out after great field position. Alton's they're going to be kicking themselves here. The Redbirds are, with some of the starting field position that they have had and just not been able to move the football.
Now the junior punter will go at it again. High snap, but he goes up to get it. Brennan Haug will snap it, then punt it. And the high snap, he punts it down to the Belleville West 42-yard line. Gets about a 10-yard roll, but that's it.
All things considered, not too bad, because that thing could have been snapped over his head, and that could have been really disastrous. But now Belleville West starts off. Good field position at the 42-yard line. Alton was not able to move the football. We'll see what they're able to do here.
Belleville West with the football and their 4th possession of the night. West leading this game 7-0, 9:12 to go, second quarter. And West with an I formation now behind the quarterback. Ledlove will give it to the deep man Hill over the left side, dives over left tackle for about 3 to the 45-yard line.
Boy, he took off with a head of steam there, like he was going to be able to get something on first down, but took a pretty good pop, and here we go. They're going into a no-huddle offense here.
Second down and about 7. They'll give it to Hill over that left side again. 2 yards, and that's it. He's dumped shy of midfield. Redbirds right there to stack him up, including Hassan Hobbs, a linebacker, number 28.
Well, you'd think Belleville West may be thinking here that they can catch Alton's defense, maybe a little tired, a little weary out there. They can go at him with a no-huddle, but good job by the Redbirds to close that up. This is big 3rd down here. It's 3rd and 4. Need to stop.
First down marker at the Alton 48, up the middle, first down, and a quick burst by Williams, number 8, and he's going to get inside the Alton 45 to the 44, 43, 1st and 10.
Picks up about 9 on the play, only needed 4. So they do move it in Alton territory at the 43-yard line, threatening to maybe extend this to a 2-score game.
1st and 10, the time here in the second quarter. 8 minutes left till halftime. 1st and 10, Belleville West. Redbirds on defense. They'll pitch it to Hill. To the outside he goes again, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 40. Looked like they had him at the line of scrimmage, and he wiggles for 3 yards.
That's what you can't allow to happen on a predominantly running team. You got them wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, or maybe even for a loss. You better wrap them up, because they're going to keep pounding the football at you until they realize you can maybe make some tackles, force them to do something else.
Don't forget tomorrow, a couple of Riverbend teams playing. See them at Waterloo tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, Wood River at Marquette. Down the line of scrimmage it goes. A pass complete, and over the right side, tripped up there. The big fullback by Brennan Haug, the safety, and he may have saved a touchdown as he had green grass in front of him down to the 29-yard line.
That's a dangerous play, because I'll tell you what, that was a backwards pass. And if that thing gets dropped somehow, that's going to be a fumble and
lateral.
You don't see those laterals too often, so give Foster good set of hands there, and he's able to get the first down to the 29-yard line.
Big tight end, Donnie Foster, a 6'1 junior, 230 pounds. And the penalty flag flies, and we're going to have a penalty against the Maroons. Back 5 yards to the Alton 34-yard line now.
4 penalties now for 25 yards on West. Alton with 3 for 33. A lot of penalties in the game.
7:24 to go first half. Redbirds on defense. Now it's 1st and 15, and they do need a stop. Trailing 7-0 here.
Turnover would be nice.
It would be. Here's the deep man getting the football again. Hill pushing forward to the 30. He's going to gain about 4 yards. And he'll make it 2nd down and 11. From the 30-yard line, they need to get to the 19 for a first down.
Too much there. They had him around the line of scrimmage, and there was a pretty decent surge there, and that defensive front there could not contain, and winds up getting 4 out of a play that probably should have resulted in nothing.
To the line of scrimmage, the Maroons go again. Redbirds need a stop. Back to throw over the middle. It is caught in traffic down into the red zone. Number 85 there again, that receiver who grabbed one earlier. It is Suggs, the 6'3 junior that made the grab on the right hash mark, 16-yard line.
Boy, that was thrown into traffic too, and a good set of hands there for the big guy Suggs. He's 6'3", 175, and looks like Redbirds had some pressure on the quarterback too, but could not get to him. And here are the Maroons threatening once again, 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Under center, Ledlove, the quarterback, puts a man in motion, Williams. Williams now in the I formation. He's the first man through. He gets the football, and he's down inside the 15 to the 10, now all the way to the 5-yard line before they finally get him down to the ground, and some poor tackling again.
Well, it looked like a couple of times they're trying to strip the football.
Yep.
And when you try to do that and don't come up with the play, gives that runner an opportunity to pick up some more yards. So Alton gambled and wind up costing him that time. 1st and goal at the 5.
The rule is, I guess, first man brings him down, second man goes for the strip, right?
Is that what you were taught?
No, but I heard that somewhere. College, high school, pro football.
I heard you were good at getting the water bottles out there.
Water boy. To the right side, throw incomplete there on a slant. And it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line, and the Redbirds need some more stops.
First incomplete pass of the game. Yeah, they just tried that little quick hitch there. And
5:18 to go. Lots of time here still left before halftime. Second quarter action. West leading 7-0, and they're threatening again.
You see another little quick hitter here?
Could be. And they'll give it to the right side. Hill pops into the end zone over the right side. 5-yard touchdown run. Hill has scored again.
Well, just found a nice little seam there. And once he was into the open field, he wasn't going to be denied. And not a hand on him there, and Belleville West converts another drive with good field position, something Alton has not done.
That's true. 5-yard touchdown run, and they'll try to tack on the extra point again with the freshman. 13-0, the Maroons on top. And the kick in the air, and it is good. Extra point good, 14-0. The Maroons lead the Redbirds, and we're down to 5:13 to go before halftime. Back at Public Schools Stadium in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee. Quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental. The best products, service, and expert advice.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm Office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
5:13 to go here. First half. Belleville West will boot it away from their own 40-yard line.
You think this may be a must-score situation here for Alton? Got to get something together.
Before halftime, you're right. McBride will return it again. 15, 20, 25, up near the 30. First down. First and 10 at the 29.
I'm thinking about maybe getting more back there. I understand you got him under center, but you saw what he did last week, returning one.
90 yards for a touchdown and made some nice passes, couple of touchdown passes along the way.
Well, and again, you're in decent field position here at your own 29-yard line, but what you need is you need to start moving the sticks because you can't continue to go 3 and out here and give Belleville West a chance to get the football back to maybe score before halftime.
Coming to the near side and nothing doing there. No room at all. Lawrence Moore not even running the option. Basically, it's a lot of quarterback draw, quarterback sweeps, and he's at the 27, loss of 2 or 3.
Well, they have to show a semblance of a passing game here because if you don't, they're just going to stack this line up and they're going to bring the heat at you. And they're going to force you to do something here, and they're going to eventually start closing off these lanes that you've had to run through early in the game.
So we're down to 4.5 minutes to go now, second quarter. Moore in the shotgun. 4 receivers again as they spread the offense. And they'll run it with McBride over the right side, number 30, and he's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 10, maybe 11 still to go.
Well, for an offense that doesn't normally move the football a whole bunch, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11 is not the most ideal situation to be in.
And it's not easy to run the ball from the spread, although they're really not spreading that defense out like they need to with the spread offense. There's 4 receivers again. 3rd and long. And a long count again. Lawrence Moore will drop back. Has some time. He throws it deep, and it is going to be caught. Leaping grab by Tyler McLemore at the 39-yard line. Moore is hurt, though. He was crushed as he threw the ball, and he is down on the ground, and we're going to have an injury timeout.
Boy, you're not kidding. Boy, this is going to be tough here.
A long pass. And coming back for the ball and leaping up was Tyler McLemore with a great grab at the Belleville West 39-yard line.
32 yards on the play, but boy, this could be a costly injury for Alton on their biggest offensive play of the night by far. And I thought initially when that ball was thrown that it was going to get picked off.
And
no, this isn't good. This doesn't look good at all.
We know that starting quarterback Aaron Womack out since the Collinsville game when he got hurt with a neck or back injury, and he has not been able to play the entire season, really.
Oh, he's up.
And Lawrence Moore getting up. Maybe just had the wind knocked out of him, but he's going to come to the sideline for now. His left side was exposed as he leaned back and threw it long over the midfield stripe to the 39-yard line.
Give him a hand there, Andy Renner.
He comes off the field. And so now,
he looks like, he went off on his own power here. He looks okay. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. I don't know. They're going to bring him over to the bench here.
Go back to Brennan Haug, who has played some quarterback this year once Womack got hurt. So Haug, number 16, in the shotgun with 3:23 to go, first half. And now in Maroons territory. Haug will hand the ball off, left side, nothing there for McBride. He may have lost a yard, back to the 40-yard line.
Well, they're just going to stack the line here. Belleville West is probably looking at this as almost a predictable situation where they're not. And look who's back in the game. One play later.
Lawrence Moore back in.
He had me fooled. I didn't think that looked like much of anything where he was going to be able to. I didn't think he was going to be able to get up after that one. It almost looked like Dwight Tungett was signaling for somebody to come out. I was wondering if they were going to get some help for him, but kid's a trooper.
2:40 to go till halftime. Moore in the shotgun. Lawrence back to throw. Rolling right. Has some time and finally dumps it to McLemore on the sideline. Leaping catch down near the 30-yard line.
Boy, it looked like a very similar play to the one we saw here in the first quarter where he's on the run, going to the sideline, just a little flip pass, and gains about 9 yards on the play, and it's going to set up a very manageable third down here.
3rd and 2 from the 31 of the Maroons, and
you got plenty of time here.
4 down territory, too. All 3 timeouts left.
You think this is 4 down territory?
On 3rd and 2, I hope. Let's get it right here. Receivers left and right.
How about not even get it to 4th down?
Right. Here's Moore. Leaning forward, only got a yard, and it's going to be 4th and 1 at the 30-yard line.
You just like this drama.
The Redbirds like the drama. They can't do anything easily here, and it's going to be a timeout for Alton. 1:41 to go. Second quarter. Redbirds use their first timeout. And we'll take a quick break. Be back. Belleville West leading by 2 touchdowns. 14-0 over Alton. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back with you here, and the Redbirds out of the timeout at 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Shotgun. Lawrence Moore leaning forward, and he picked up a yard. I think he may have just enough. It's going to be very close.
I don't know. Well, I'm looking at the umpire in the middle. He looked like he gave the most favorable spot there. I thought he had to get it on the other side of the 29-yard line, and I don't know if he got it there.
Now that mark doesn't look good for Alton.
No.
It's not near the 29 after all.
No.
And they're going to be maybe a foot short.
This is going to be a killer if they don't pick this up, and I don't think they're going to get it there.
On 4th and short, the Redbirds give up the football. Belleville West has it 1st and 10 the other way.
2 yards,
3rd and 2
downs, and
3rd and 2.
Couldn't pick it up. That's deflating. That's just a deflating climax to a drive whenever it looked like it was going to be promising and it was going to get you some points.
I'm always wondering when it's 3rd and short, 4th and short, these spread teams just are still in the shotgun.
I'm not a fan of that at all.
CM the same way. Alton the same way.
I'm not a fan of that at all. When you
get up under center.
Absolutely.
They just don't have that in their playbook anymore, I guess. Ledlove back to throw. He's hit as he throws it over the middle. Incomplete, as it looked like Suggs had a step there, but he couldn't get it.
They went for the home run ball.
Yes, they did. Actually, it was number 5, Ray Scott, 6'3" senior receiver.
Yeah, they went for the home run ball there, and maybe the pressure coming off that blind side forced him to throw it maybe a step sooner than he wanted to, and just missed connections with his receiver.
1:32 to go, first half.
I think each team, with 2 timeouts left. So if Alton get a stop here, maybe they can get the ball back and go into a 2-minute offense here. You never know.
West will probably go back to the run and run the clock. They will. Hill over the left side, spinning over the 30, out near the 35-yard line. Third down. Maybe Alton uses a timeout here.
Yeah, you got to make some tackles there. Again, it looked like he was able to spin out of a tackle or 2 and gets 5 yards, so it's going to bring up third down. The clock's going to continue to run. Dwight Tunget choosing not to use it right now.
Third down and 5.
You get a stop here, you definitely stop the clock.
But there won't be any time left.
Yeah, you're right.
34-yard line, and it's going to be, Belleville West going to huddle back up again.
They look like they're in no hurry. Now they'll take a timeout.
And it is a timeout with 45 seconds remaining until halftime, and we'll keep it here for now as we get ready to break for halftime. Our score, 14-0. The Maroons lead the Redbirds here, and it looks like that'll be our halftime score.
You would think so, but if you're Alton defensively, what you want to guard against, you want to guard against anything deep, though, because they'll try to take a shot here somewhere down the field. But on the other hand, if you do that, do you really want to stop the clock?
That's right.
Without the Redbirds burning a timeout.
Tomorrow we have Illinois and Indiana, 1:30 that kickoff, so 1 o'clock pregame tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll bring you the CM Waterloo game at about 5 o'clock on tape delay. That game actually going to be played at 1 o'clock. And then the Wood River Marquette game here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, live from Public School Stadium on the Big Z. 45 seconds to go, and up under center is the quarterback, Kyle Ledlove. I formation behind the quarterback. They'll give it to Hill. Popping to the outside.
Good tackle.
Open field tackle there by number 25, Lamont Lastly. Lastly at the 35-yard line, 4th down.
If he doesn't make a play there, Hill's going to be running for a while here, and who knows how far he's going to run. That's an excellent open field tackle there. You stop the clock here, and in this position, I'm thinking you set up for the punt block here, because if they get it away, you're going to get it somewhere around your 20, 30-yard line. You don't have a whole lot of time to get the ball downfield, so I'm bringing the house here if I'm the Redbirds.
Maybe send 10 and drop Lawrence Moore back as the lone man to return. But no, they'll send back number 5. That's Antoine Willis, the senior. On senior night, about 13 seniors on the roster. And it is senior night for the Redbirds. Tomorrow night, senior night for the Marquette Explorers football team. Here's a punt by the Maroons.
They came after them.
They got it away. And it's going to roll from the 40 to the 30, down near the 20-yard line before it's marked down at their own 22. It's Alton ball.
Well, I'm thinking you're just going to take a knee here and go in at halftime and regroup. And it's only a 2-score game, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. But I think Alton needs to fine-tune what they want to do offensively here, because they've had opportunities, and they just have not been able to cash in. They've had great field position throughout this game.
No turnovers in the game. Fumbles, interceptions, and we'll see what Lawrence Moore does here. He may just take a knee.
So you watch a plethora of turnovers now in the second half, since you just brought it up.
Might be. 29 seconds to go, and Moore is up under center now. Probably 2 take a knee.
Where was that on 4th down?
There you go. It's going to be Lawrence Moore taking a knee, and that's going to be the end of the first half, I believe. 22 seconds left. Anybody going to stop the clock? Doesn't look like it. Halftime here on senior night at Public School Stadium. Both teams head toward the locker rooms here at West, and our score, Belleville West leading Alton 14-0. It's halftime. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Zeisser Kia, the ultimate buying experience. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949.
Each team had 5 possessions in that first half. 5 times they had the football, and 2 of the times the Maroons put it in the end zone. They scored twice and have a 14-0 lead. Don't forget, after the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. So stay tuned for that. This morning on the Birthday Bash, on the morning show, we announced a big birthday for tomorrow. That is Mike Bray, who is down below us here doing his duties for the night. So happy birthday to Mike Bray tomorrow. 40-something. 40-something.
Oh, I was going to say 30-something. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
50-something. No, 40-something.
You said that, not me.
Mike Bray with a birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to him. And the Redbirds getting ready to kick it off.
He didn't look too concerned about it, does he? He's just going about his... There he is, right there in front of us.
Right.
He didn't care.
He doesn't know we're talking about him on the radio either.
Well, he'll find out soon enough. Somebody will tell him. But then again, don't you get to a point where when you get into the 40s, you don't care about birthdays anymore? Is that what you say?
That's true.
Because you know where I'm going to be in November, right?
Why are you looking at me? Oh, you're the 4-0, big 4-0. Coming up.
I played the 5th.
It's big. Big number 55 will kick it off here. The center, 6'3" center for the Redbirds, Kyle Nance, number 55. And he boots it away, and it's an onside kick, I think, or at least it's bounding around, and I think West may have got it. Finally at the 40-yard line, the Maroons weren't ready for it, but it was a bounding kick there. And at their own 39-yard line, West has the football.
Boy, it's a gutsy call, and again, Alton just cannot catch a break. I mean, that thing at the last minute just bounded up perfectly for the Maroon player there that was able, and he even fumbled it, and they nearly came up with it. Alton just can't catch that break in this game yet. Almost got one there.
Maybe it'll come in a turnover. We just keep waiting and waiting. Redbirds with a 4-3 front as they get ready for some more of the running game probably for the Maroons. They will run it over the right side. Hill out to the 45 before he's knocked down. That's a good 6 yards, though, on first down.
Well, he had 82 yards on 13 carries, but maybe a little bit deceiving because 35 of those 82 came on one play.
2 touchdowns for Hill in the first half. 1 in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter. It's 2nd down and 4 near midfield for the Maroons now. And up under center, it's the quarterback, Ledlove, handing off to Hill. Just a yard or 2 this time before Benico Willis, the big 66, big senior, makes the tackle. And they're out to the 47-yard line, 3rd and 2 now.
Well, it's huge stop here, and it's a short down situation. You really need your front 7 to step up here and make a play because, again, you talk about it all the time. This could really fuel your offense if you can force a 3 and out here, especially on a short down.
And they run it to the right side. Hill has a first down over the 50 to the 49 as he went spinning through the offensive line and then the defensive line for 4 yards.
7 first downs for Belleville West in that first half. Alton with only 3.
And that was on 5 possessions once again. Belleville West football here. Third quarter opening up. And it's 14-0, and number 14, the quarterback for West, up under center again, and he'll fake the handoff, and he'll look to the near side. It's complete. The big tight end has it again. He's thrown out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's Donnie Foster, the 230-pound junior tight end.
Just a good play action there where they run the fake at the run and come back over to the near side of the field here. Nice little lob pass there and in stride, and Foster gets it down to the 30, and they gain 19 on the play.
Just coming across the field, the tight end dragging across the field, and they throw it for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. It's a lateral. This one goes down the line of scrimmage and breaking to the outside for a 1st down. Inside the 20-yard line, it looks like. They're going to mark it at the 18. Looks like it's in the red zone
for a flag at the 30-yard line.
Spraggins, number 1, making that grab. And it's going to be holding back on Belleville West. Back behind the play.
Well, you don't see, sometimes you go through a whole year where you don't see any laterals, and we've seen 2 in one game.
Pass down the line of scrimmage and behind the line of scrimmage. And the line of scrimmage now is the 40-yard line, the Alton 40-yard line, but it's 1st and 20 now. And how many times do we say it that the Redbirds need a stop here, a turnover here?
Big time.
10 minutes to go, third quarter. Maroons football, 1st and 20. Up the middle it goes and spinning forward for 4 yards, then 5 yards, the ball carrier. DeAndre Jones maybe carrying that one, number 7, or was it number 1
Davis,
again?
Actually, it was number 3, Davis on the carry.
Antoine Davis, the freshman, with the carry.
Too many yards, though. I mean, they had him bottled up there, and brings up a 2nd and 15 here, but that should have been about a net gain of maybe a yard or 2, and
he was hit after 2 yards, and then he gets 5.
Got to wrap up, got to bring him down.
Could have been 2nd and 18. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Over the middle it goes, and is it picked off? I think Kevin Wade has it. Number 3, Kevin Wade stepping in there with the pick. He has an interception.
Well, there's your turnover, and one they needed. You would have liked it on this side of the field, but hey, this stops a potential scoring drive for Belleville West, and never know, maybe now you can feed off of this a little bit. Maybe your offense can get a little pep in their step here.
Looking for Suggs, number 85, but Wade was right there, stride for stride, and a nice diving interception. Boy, that was a low throw, but he went down and got it. Inside their own 20, though. At the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Redbirds have it. Moore in trouble, trying to scramble away, but he can't. He's sacked, and it's going to be back to the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. Well, he couldn't find an open receiver, and there's a lot of receivers in the pass patterns every down.
Well, that may be the first time tonight offensively that they've gone pass on 1st down. And not a bad idea, but again, that clock has got to be in your head that if there's nothing there, you got to start moving around a little bit or maybe throw that ball away. You can't keep taking losses back here. Looks like they're going to bring the house.
2nd down and long, and they throw it down the line of scrimmage to Kevin Wade. He has no room. Can he make something out of it? Nope. He's back at the 12-yard line, losing another 3 or 4 or more.
Going backwards, boy. That's...
Once again, 3rd and long.
So Kevin Wade's got 2 catches in this game for minus 6 yards.
Yeah.
McLemore doing all the damage. He's at 3 for 58.
And the Redbirds with some good receivers, tall receivers, Wade and McLemore. B.J. West, number 15.
They need just a big play here.
Well, 3rd and long, 3rd and about 15. Trips to the far side of the field. Lawrence Moore's left side, and that's the short side because they're on the hash mark over there. Moore looking up the middle. Needs to throw it. Now he needs to run it. He runs with it to the sidelines. Lost the football and knocked down there on the far side, and they'll mark him out at the 20. It's like the 20-yard line, 4th down.
And they're going to have to punt it away again, and another 3 and out. They're just not getting any sustained drives going here, and no yards on any of these plays. And last couple times they've had the ball on 1st and 2nd down, they're losing yards and really putting themselves in predictable situations. Belleville West is going to get the ball back here in pretty good field position.
Here's a punt, and it goes to the 40-yard line, and that's it. 40-yard line of Alton. As it bounces to the far side near the Belleville West sideline, and the Redbirds got the turnover, got the interception, but the football goes back to the Maroons just like that.
3 and out is not what you think you're going to get. You're hoping for maybe a little more than that. Maybe take some time off the clock, too, and let that defense rest a little bit.
Now defense back on the field, and they'll try to stretch the field again. Hill runs to the near side, tripped up at the 35. Out of bounds near the 35-yard line.
How do you not call a hold here on... Oh, and there is a flag down over here on the near side. I mean, Belleville West, Williams, number 8, I mean, he looked like he just grabbed a stranglehold right here on the near side against Gibson here. And they finally, looks like they did catch it. I was like, boy, how do you let that one get away?
Right there in the open field, right in front of the ball carrier, Hill, and they're going to mark it from the 42. So that'll be back to the Belleville West 48-yard line. So they will lose 12, technically, and it's 1st and 22. Can't let them get a first down here, 1st and long.
Well, and don't let them pick up a big chunk of yards here on 1st down either.
Maybe another turnover.
That would work. Oh, good cutback.
Here comes the run to the near side. Hill has good yardage to the 40, to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
Way too much.
After that big run by Hill.
Boy, but I mean, to his credit there, that was a nice-looking cutback. Everything was sealed off on the right side, and he cuts it back well to his left, finds nice room over here along the near side, and that's just way too much, though, for Alton to give up. They over-pursued on the play, gave up this near side here, and it wound up being a big gain.
Against the grain goes Jeremy Hill, and he's the deep man again here in the I formation. And timeout called, or nope, a flag. Flag flying here before the snap on 2nd and 4.
You're going to have it lined up in the neutral zone on 85.
Wide receiver for Belleville West.
He looked like he was
Suggs
complaining on the play.
So they'll be pushed back 5 yards to the Alton 39-yard line, 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9 now for the West Maroons here in the 3rd quarter. 6:19 to go in the 3rd, so getting to the midway point of this 3rd period now. In a 14-0 game, Belleville West leading Alton in a shutout right now, 3rd quarter. Up under center, Belleville West. Fake the handoff and rolling to the right. And the quarterback hit there at the 35-yard line. That's number 10, Sharand Boyd, a freshman. Boyd, the quarterback, to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they had him run a little bootleg there and winds up gaining about 4 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd down again, and I would think in this area of the field, this might be 2-down territory. What do you think?
Yeah, especially when you're up by 2 touchdowns. 4 down territory, maybe. 3rd and 5, we'll see. Receiver left, receiver right, shotgun for Belleville West. They're on offense and leading 14-0. Quarterback looking to the near side, throwing a jump ball. Wade is there again, and he tipped it away. Almost had another pick. And this time it was Sean Cable at quarterback, number 13, who throws incomplete.
I was looking, I'm like, that looks like a new quarterback there, and throws an incomplete pass. That was nearly caught and nearly intercepted, if that makes any sense. They both had a chance for it.
A jump ball, really.
I'm surprised, considering it's 3rd and 5, that they took a deep shot there, but maybe not such a bad idea. They figure they're going to go for it on 4th down anyway here.
Here's Kyle Ledlove back in the game. 3 different quarterbacks on 3 different plays. They'll throw it to the tight end, Foster, and he's over the 30, and now a flag flies. A late flag flies in there as the tight end, Foster, makes the grab for a 1st down at the 26-yard line, but let's check the flag.
I'm thinking this is going to go back.
And we'll see. If it's a hold.
It is on Belleville West.
And that throw was again to number 42. Boy, a big boy, 230-pound junior tight end, Donnie Foster. He's a junior, and he's 6'1".
They're going to punt it away now.
It's going to be 4th and long as they bring it back to the 39. 4th and 9. And it is a 10-yard penalty, and Belleville West will punt it away.
Because that was going to be a 1st down, and boy, they chewed up more than half the 3rd quarter here on this drive alone. Or actually, I take that back.
Second possession.
Second possession.
And here's the punt by West. Grabbed by Alton there at the 10-yard line and hit right there. The return man, and slow to get up.
Is that a flag down there?
That's the football, I believe. That's laying on the ground after it was grabbed there, and 1st and 10. And Antoine Willis slow to get up, but he is walking to the sidelines. Number 5, a senior for Alton.
He took a pop, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Redbirds ball, they're at their own 13-yard line. 1st and 10 after the punt. Second possession for Alton in the second half. Snap back, flags fly everywhere. I think it's a false start, illegal procedure on the Redbirds again. Another penalty, and they're going to go backwards again. They don't have much room to go backwards here at their own 13-yard line.
Not what you need. Belleville West has 8 penalties in this game.
4:55 to go, 3rd quarter. How about the Redbirds?
That was their 4th. 1st one of the second half.
14-0, the Maroons lead the Redbirds. Alton ball. It's now 1st and 15. Moore in trouble. Escapes the jam, and he throws long to Wade, who was open there. Got a hand on it.
Got to make that catch.
At the 30-yard line, but also a flag, maybe a hold in the backfield as he was back there with a lot of time to throw.
That may have been all for naught. You're right. But either way, Wade's got to make that catch.
He had a couple of steps on the defender. On a little slant or a post there at the 30-yard line. His own 30-yard line, but incomplete. And they're going to decline that, 2nd and 15.
Probably a smart idea. Bring up 2nd and 15, and from that distance, it's only going to be half the distance to the goal, so you're only going to gain maybe 4 yards out of that. They'll take 2nd and 15 instead of about 1st and 19.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Wade in motion. He gets the handoff, and he has some room up the middle. Up near the 20-yard line he goes. He's knocked down at the 18-yard line. So 3rd down, and we'll call it 5 more to go.
Well, that's good yards there. He'll definitely take that. He gains about 10 on the play.
No huddle. 3rd down and 5. Lawrence Moore looking. Now he's going to take off and run with it. And he slides down.
Boy.
Thought he was going to be hit, and I don't think he's got enough for a first down.
No, he didn't.
Sliding in the middle of the field, down on the turf. 4th and 1, and they line up again. They're going to go for it on their own 23-yard line. Yes, they are. The snap back. Now diving forward is Moore again.
This is going to be close.
Moore diving forward. And doesn't look like Alton's going to get a good spot here. I think he was a little further.
That's a terrible spot.
Yeah, it is. Back near the 23-yard line. And it's going to be Belleville West ball, it looks like. I don't think Alton made it.
That's a horrible, horrible spot.
Yeah, I don't think that was even, that was like almost a yard
from where he got himself to.
Back, it looked that way anyway.
Awful.
Here.
Boy, they got it.
A first down.
My goodness.
I can't believe it.
I can't either.
That's amazing. It is 1st and 10. Alton Redbirds. I don't know how.
I don't know either, but
at their own 23-yard line. I thought they needed to get closer to the 24-yard line. And rolling to his right, Lawrence Moore in trouble. Escapes trouble, and now he loses the football as he's hit, and he fumbles it, and the Maroons have it. Their first turnover. Alton had an interception earlier in this third quarter. Now the Maroons get a fumble.
Well, I've got to leave that one on Moore because he ran into the blocker there. I mean, they had the interior sealed off pretty good, and he scrambles to his right, and he sees it in front of him there. Best thing to do is just throw that thing away and start over with the play, and that's a costly turnover.
They got away from the first man on the scramble and then came to the near side outside the hash marks and the near hash mark and didn't throw it away, but he fumbled it away, and there were nothing but Maroons there, and they have it at the Alton 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
You can go for the dagger here.
Back to pass. They throw it over the middle, knocked away, but it's going to be pass interference as a flag flies there. Number 16, Brennan Haug. Looks like he was on the coverage right in the middle of the field, and it's going to be an Alton penalty, it appears. And they'll walk it off against the Redbirds into the red zone now for the Maroons.
Looks like it'll be a spot foul and a first down.
To the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. One turnover each team now, both turnovers coming in this third quarter. 3:33 to go. Up the middle they go. Williams running through the Redbirds defense, and he scores. He's hit between the 5 and the 10-yard line, but somehow Williams will score a touchdown.
Well, again, just a case of poor tackling there and not getting the job done. They had him bottled up once again, and you allow him to escape, and it results in a touchdown.
12-yard touchdown run. Williams, number 8, right up the middle, too. Lots of traffic there, Redbirds and offensive linemen, too. Extra point in the air, and it is good for the Maroons. 21-0, Belleville West, and Alton with an injury on the field too. So an injury timeout. 21-0, Belleville West by 3 touchdowns in quarter number 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Meet the Young family. American Family Insurance put together a special policy for them. It's called the I'll Get Married When I'm 40. The game's on at my place. Who needs more than 2 seats in a car? And life may be about to change. Policy. American Family works with you to choose from over 375 products and features to create your custom family protection. Is your coverage as unique as your family?
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice.
A couple of times with good field position, they cash in. Now you cash in on a turnover, unlike Alton, which when they were able to force a turnover, they go 3 and out. It just hasn't happened here for the home team tonight.
And the Redbirds returning a kick here, and they send back Lawrence Moore to return a kick. Watch for number 11 here. Kevin Wade is back as well.
Well, they got to make something happen.
Yeah, there's only 3:26 remaining here in the third quarter. 3 touchdowns on the board now, though, for Belleville West. 21-0, they lead Alton High. Redbirds have been shut out a couple of times this year. Shut out at Collinsville, 14-0. 47-0 at Edwardsville.
And they're kicking away from Moore.
Kicking it to Wade on the right side, and he'll come up the sideline. Wade over the 20 to about the 23-yard line, and that's it. Lawrence Moore, the quarterback for Alton. It's 1st and 10.
So no points for the Redbirds since the first half of last week's game.
And again, for the season, Redbirds 59 points, and Belleville West has passed them up with this 21-point game so far. They now have 67 points on the year total. Alton 59. Over the middle it goes, and the pass is complete. It is B.J. West this time, number 15. And it's over the 30 to the 32, 31-yard line, let's call it. And it's a 1st and 10 for Alton out over the 30-yard line. Down by 3 scores once again. Receivers left and right once again.
Only the 5th first down of the game.
The game. Trips to the near side. Alton moving from our left to our right. Long count for Lawrence Moore in the shotgun. Moore back to throw. Looking over the middle, and it's picked off there by one of the linebackers. It's picked off by number 52. He's still on the move, and inside the 10-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Number 52, Tremont Davis. Big linebacker, 225-pound junior linebacker, picked it off the middle of the field.
At the 37, and he scoots all the way down to the 7-yard line. Boy, and that might be the dagger there if they're able to punch this in, and just a golden opportunity here at the Alton 7-yard line. 2:38 to go in this third quarter. He read it all the way. He read the quarterback's eyes there, stepped right in front of that route and was able to make the pick. And no turnovers in the first half. Now we've got 3 here in this third quarter.
Back-to-back Redbirds turnovers. They fumbled it away. Now they throw it away on an interception to the near side. Hill will score. Comes to the near side, and a couple of chances for the Redbirds to knock him down, but they can't do it. Jeremy Hill has scored again for West. And another touchdown on the board to make it 27-0.
Man, that's 2 touchdowns now in this third quarter off of turnovers, and might have been the one that seals the fate of Alton here tonight.
3 touchdowns for Hill. This one a 7-yard TD run. And the extra point in the air, and the Maroons have tacked on another 28-0. 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. third quarter, and the West Maroons have scored 2 more touchdowns and doubled their lead. At halftime, it was 14-0. It's now 28-0.
2 touchdowns in 54 seconds.
That's what the turnovers will do to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they got to take care of the football, and both teams, again, they took care of the football in the first half, but both of Alton's have been just critical here in their own territory, where you get a fumble and they start with good field position, and the interception, they start with it at the 7-yard line, and they wasted little time and scored on the ensuing play.
1 play is all it took once he returned that interception inside the 10. And the Redbirds set to return the kickoff here. Lawrence Moore back again. Kevin Wade back again. Back deep at their own 10-yard line. Wade a senior, Moore a senior here on senior night. The Redbirds letting this one slip away. Belleville West with just 1 win on the year. And they may keep the Redbirds winless on the year. The kick is coming now.
Belleville West's only win was a shutout, too. 10-0 over Althoff in week 2.
There's a kick to the near side. Brennan Haug will return it. One of the up men up to the 25-yard line.
He got tackled by the helmet. That's going to be 15 yards. If they miss that, then
personal foul coming up on the Maroons. Horse collar, face mask, take your pick.
It's an easy call to make.
Personal foul, and it's going to give the Redbirds the ball up at the 40-yard line, it looks like. Their own 40.
Well, we've said that a few times, where Alton starts 35, 40, 45, and you don't put any drives together. And
it looks like they've gone no huddle the last couple of possessions, too.
Well, and you've become predictable offensively now. Down by 4 scores, you're going to have to just chuck the ball around the field.
Lawrence Moore back to throw, in trouble again, and he's sacked as he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. He got away from 2 Belleville West defenders, but Allen, the linebacker, with the sack, number 33.
He's not stepping into the pocket quick enough here. And that was the case there. Pretty good coverage downfield, but you step into that pocket and you're able to avoid those guys that are getting you by the shoestrings there. He wasn't able to do it that time.
Lawrence Moore looking over the middle, now to the near side. McLemore incomplete, as it looked like McLemore had to play some defense there because that ball was closer to Williams on defense.
I was going to say, that was, if the intended receiver was the DB, it's a pretty good throw.
Mm-hmm.
But he overshot his intended target there, McLemore, by a good 5, 6, 7 yards.
Well, Lawrence Moore throwing the football a lot better last week against Belleville West. The football was coming out of his hand nicely, and in accurate throws. Moore waiting, and he'll throw it again. Looking over the middle, throws it to the far sideline, and incomplete. Out of bounds it goes.
It's another 3 and out.
4th down, and we're down to 1:41 remaining, third quarter. Don't forget, Roxana Shells and Greenville Comets coming up after this game. And we'll see how things go there. Coming up on 9 o'clock here on a Friday night, week number 7 for football, 28-0. Belleville West leading Alton High. Here's the punt. Number 89, Eli Tall, punting this one away. It's not Brennan Haug this time. Now we have a penalty back behind the play, and up to midfield goes the return man. Return man Spraggins, number 1, bringing it back to the 50, but it's going to come all the way back. Way back.
You love the ones that where they return it all the way, and then when you turn around, you realized somebody messed up, and I just ran the length of the field for nothing.
That's right. And it looks like, well, they're going to mark this ball. They were going to be at midfield, but instead, like you mentioned, if you take the net of the play, that's about a 35-yard penalty overall, even though it's a 10-yard penalty. Back to their own 14-yard line.
And that is West's 10th penalty of the night.
And it hasn't hurt them, really, leading by 4 scores. Up the middle, lots of room there, and to the 40, the 50. Kevin Wade chasing, but he will not catch. The man right up the middle, number 8, Allen, he will score. Make it Williams, Javonte Williams, a senior, and he busted through the middle, and he went the distance to the house for another touchdown.
86 yards, and I don't think there was a paw on him. Was there?
Not a Redbird near.
Wow.
Safety, linebackers, nobody home, it appeared. 34-0 our score now. Belleville West with 3 touchdowns in the third quarter now. And it was a 14-0 game at halftime, but the Maroons have busted it open here in the third quarter. They're up by 5 touchdowns now. The extra point good. 35-0. Maroons over the Redbirds. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back with you. Third quarter continues here. 1:16 to go in the third, but Belleville West owning this third quarter. And the kick goes to Lawrence Moore. The kickoff, and he comes to the near side, turning the corner, but he's brought down by his jersey there, number 10, bringing him down to the ground. Boyd, the freshman, with a tackle. West has scored again, 35-0. They lead Alton.
So 11 more points and they'll match their season total coming into this game.
That's right. Coming in, they had 46 points and 1 victory on the year. We're down to a minute to go, third quarter. Redbirds have turned it over back-to-back times with a fumble and then an interception. Couple of turnovers here in the third. They hand it off this time. Zach Lovett, number 17, gets the ball. Lovett through the middle of the field and up over the 25 to the 26-yard line. A gain of 3.
So if you include the second half of last week, that is now 66 unanswered by the Bellevilles. Is that right?
Sounds about right.
65. 65.
Shotgun for Lawrence Moore again for Alton. And the snap coming with 3 receivers this time in the
He's
route.
got him in stride.
Long pass to Wade. He grabbed it And they're going to call it a catch at the 39-yard line. The defender was right on him, but Kevin Wade comes down with the football again on the sideline.
Well, that puts him in plus now. Plus,
that's right.
He was 2 for -6 on that 35-yarder, so that is by far, well, I shouldn't say by far, but one of the few big plays that Alton's had in this game. They had a 32-yard pass completion in the first half.
To the 39-yard line of West. Here's Lawrence Moore throwing it over the middle, caught by Tyler McLemore down to the 25-yard line. Another one of those jump passes over the line it goes.
Did you learn that from Tim Tebow?
I guess maybe so.
Seen him do that a few times.
25-yard line of Belleville West.
That's going to be the end of the quarter, I believe.
Now they start the clock.
Maybe they'll get one more play in here.
If they hurry. We're at 8-7, 6 seconds left. Lawrence Moore needs to snap it. 3, 2, and they'll run out of time. They into the third quarter, 35-0. The Redbirds trailing the Maroons. 21 points for the Maroons. 21 unanswered points in that third quarter. Belleville West led 14-0 at halftime. They now lead 35-0 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
The Bennett family has a pretty special policy from American Family Insurance. It's called the We Were Expecting, Just Not Triplets. Is it too early to start saving for college? What's bigger than a minivan? And Katie is feeling a little left out right now. Policy. American Family works with you to choose from over 375 products and features to create your custom family protection. Is your coverage as unique as your family?
Back with the fourth quarter now, back at Public School Stadium. And the first play of the fourth quarter, a pass to B.J. West. And West is down to the 16-yard line on the pass from Lawrence Moore. Second down and short, about 2 more to go. 35-0, Belleville West with the lead after 3 quarters. We're now into the fourth. At 9 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ. Alton. Lawrence Moore looking right, has a man wide open,
goodness.
Kevin Wade, and it goes right through his hands inside the 10-yard line. I mean right through his hands.
Son, look the ball into your hands.
Wow.
That's happened to him twice in this game now, where he's moving upfield before he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, both hands were on the ball that time. Wow.
Well, that's going to be the end result, but you can tell again he took a little quick sneak peek upfield and
nobody was near him.
No, he might have scored on the play.
I think so. He was inside the 10. And instead it's third and short, and Lawrence Moore back to throw. He'll throw it over the middle, and this one off the hands of Tyler McLemore at the 10-yard line. 7 yards downfield.
This reminds me of the Rams.
Yeah.
They can't catch the ball either.
That's true. Receivers dropping the football everywhere on the field. And back to the 16-yard line, 4th down.
I'll give Alton the benefit of the doubt. These are kids. Those guys are paid millions of dollars to catch the ball.
Professionals. 4th and short in the red zone for the Redbirds.
Shotgun at 4th and 1.
There you go again. And jumping off sides, B.J. West, the receiver. He jumped off sides as it's going to go back to the 21-yard line now. 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty on Alton. Back to the 21-yard line. Out of the red zone now.
Well, you still go for it.
Yeah, 4th and 6. Need to get to the 15-yard line.
Well, you were in shotgun anyway, so this is...
And some open receivers on back-to-back plays. Lawrence Moore looking to the near side. It's tipped away and knocked away. Incomplete in the end zone. It's Belleville West ball.
So you pick up 9 yards on first down and get shut out there.
3 incompletions.
There is a flag down. I don't know if it's going to matter. No, it's not going to matter.
If it's on Alton, yeah, declined, and it's Maroons ball here early in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back plays, they had wide open receivers drop the ball. And so now 11:08 to go in the game, and the Maroons will keep it on the ground and just churn up the clock and take a ride back to Belleville.
It'll be a fun ride tonight.
With their 2nd win of the year, yes.
And their 1st win in the conference.
Right.
So basically this was the battle of the cellar dwellers.
Belleville West over Alton here. And the handoff goes over the left side for a couple of yards to the 24-yard line. Coming up, we have Roxana on the road at Greenville. So stay tuned for that coming up.
Looks like Davis got the carry there.
Antoine Davis, number 3, a freshman, to the 24-yard line, 2nd down and 7. Redbirds here on senior night had high hopes of being in a competitive game, maybe having a chance to win, but it's been all Maroons here. Here's a pass going to the big tight end again. Foster at the 20. Out to the 21-yard line, make it the 31-yard line. And it's close to a first down. Maybe it is a first down. 1st and 10, Belleville West.
Cable in at quarterback now.
Back to number 13, a junior, 6'2", Sean Cable. Belleville West and Alton. Back to the ground and back to the running game and over the 40 to the 45. Ball loose, but I believe he was already down on the ground. The ball carrier there, number 10, it looked like. That's Boyd, the freshman.
How many freshmen they have in this game?
Yeah, just keep them coming off the sidelines to the 46-yard line of Belleville West. 1st and 10 from there. Out near midfield as the clock is now at 9:25 to go in the game. West leading 35-0. Here's a handoff to number 3 over the 50 to the 49-yard line for freshman Antoine Davis. They'll mark it right on the 50. 2nd down and 6.
Well, they'll just keep this ball on the ground, or if they do throw it, make sure bring it in to continue to run that clock. Not that it's in any danger. Belleville West has this one well in hand.
35-0. It was 14-0 at halftime, but 3 more touchdowns in the 3rd quarter for the Maroons. They have the ball here. They roll out, and the pass in the flat, bobbled and dropped by the freshman Boyd. Incomplete. 3rd and 6.
Ball right on the Angry Bird's eyeball. That means you're on the 50.
The Redbird emblem there on the 50-yard line.
Oh, he moved it just above his eyebrow that time.
8:35 to go in the game.
If that was a picture of the Rock, you know how he curls that eyebrow up there. Yeah,
I got you. Under center on 3rd and 6. They pitch it wide to Davis. Turning the corner, and flag flies behind the run to the 45-yard line. He gained 5. He needed 6. It'll be 4th and 1, but also a penalty.
I think this is going to come back on a hold.
8:28 to go in the game, and it is holding on the Maroons. And that'll push the ball back to their own 42-yard line.
11 penalties for 95 yards.
Wow.
But you're winning by 35 points.
5-touchdown lead.
You've got enough penalties the length of a football field, and you've got a 5-touchdown lead.
Right.
This sounds very similar to when I was here doing the game against Cahokia. I think they had 18 penalties in that game.
Oh, that's right.
18.
That's right.
Just astronomical, and they won the game comfortably. It's just amazing.
Then you had the Collinsville game, 14-0. The Redbirds lost that one. They had their chances.
So I'm going to be the O for trifecta with Alton.
Oh, that's right. 3rd and long here. They're going to throw it over the middle, and it is caught by Foster.
He fumbled.
Then he dropped it. They're going to call it incomplete on a bobble.
I thought he had that long enough. It looked like he caught it and took 2 steps up the field. That should have been ruled a fumble, but
incomplete.
Call it incomplete.
Boy, it looked like a linebacker had a chance at a pick, too. Maybe Dre Thomas, the sophomore, leaping into the air there in the middle of the field. Lawrence Moore back to return the punt. And the punt.
Good kick.
Deep to the 20. Takes an Alton bounce back to the 25, and that's where it's touched and downed. Alton at their own 25-yard line. We're down to 8:14 to go in the game. Don't forget, after the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game.
Where are we going to go with this? Hill?
I think Hill is running away, literally, with it. He's run for 3 touchdowns. Williams.
He's over 100 yards.
Both touchdowns.
They're both over 100 yards, so.
Now, Williams had an 86-yard touchdown run, though, a moment ago.
That'll age your 100-yard day.
Timeout Redbirds here. We'll take a break in the 4th quarter. The Maroons lead Alton 35-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RiverBender.com.
Trailing here 35-0. West had a touchdown in the 1st quarter, another in the 2nd quarter, 3 TDs in the 3rd quarter. And that's where we stand here at 35-0. Redbirds run it over the left side, up over the 30 to the 33. Kevin Wade, I believe, this time. Number 3 to the 33. Second down and 2 to go. At their own 33-yard line. 4 receivers again for Lawrence Moore to choose from. He's in the shotgun for Alton on 2nd and short. Here's a handoff over the middle. 1 yard, makes it 3rd and 1. 1 yard for Jason Embry. He's a senior, number 4. Jason Embry, 5'9", 200-pounder. And it will be 3rd and short, less than a yard to go. Redbirds at their own 34-yard line. 3rd and less than a yard, and it's still the shotgun here for Lawrence Moore. 2 receivers left, 2 right, Moore up the middle. First down over the 30, out near the 37. They may mark that all the way up to the 37-yard line for Moore. 1st and 10, Alton. Clock continues to wind down.
7 first downs now.
In the game.
They're creeping towards that double digit.
In the game.
Yes.
6:45 to go in the game.
I've seen teams have 7 first downs on a drive.
Snap back and flag flies. False start on the offensive line. Couple of linemen.
So for you, who was asking for basketball, it shall be in your lap before you know it.
In, what do we say, 6 weeks, 5 weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah. Head indoors for the winter time.
I'll be 40 by then.
The big 4-0 for Louis. And loving it?
No.
Not loving it.
Not at all.
Okay. I'll remember that. 4 receivers again for the Redbirds here on 1st and 15 after the penalty. Throwing to B.J. West, wide open at the 40, out near the 43-yard line here on the near side. 2nd down and 5 to go. Gain of about 10 there. And they huddle up once again. The Redbirds down 35-0. Trying to at least score here on senior night.
Well, it's the last time you'll play. Some of these guys will play in front of these people ever again, so.
Jason Embry will pick up a yard, maybe 2, out to the 45. 3rd and 3. 45-yard line now. Lawrence Moore huddles up the offense again on 3rd and 3. We're down to 5:10 to go in the game. 4th quarter flying by, and Redbirds down 35-0 to Belleville West. Snap back. Moore will throw it to Kevin Wade. Wade gets a nice block. He's at the 50 to the 49 of West. And that's a first down for the Redbirds over the 50-yard line.
Moore's completed 11 balls in the game now. 5 out of his last 8 completions. There have been for completions after that 7-yarder there.
To the Belleville West 49-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 receivers again, but they'll hand it off. It's Embry, number 4, and a penalty flies as they get it down to the 41-yard line, but it looks like it's coming back again.
Would you like a baseball score?
What's that?
I asked if you would like a baseball score.
Oh, baseball, yeah. That'd be fine.
I understand, Mr. Cub, you don't care, but
I don't. You're right.
But for those that live in this area and that do care.
Oh, that would be the Cardinals, yeah.
Yes, sir. Cardinals 1-0 after 6. 1-0. Your enthusiasm amazes me.
Scoring more than the Alton Redbirds. I'm just saying.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
I'm just saying. 35-0 here. Redbirds being shut out. 4th quarter.
He just had a good run there by Embry, and a penalty wipes it out.
Back to their own 44-yard line. 1st and long. Long pass. B.J. West leaping up. Incomplete.
He became a DB there.
Yeah, pass too high, and he had to tip it away to avoid the interception again. And it's 2nd down and 17 to go. Redbirds' last home game of the year. Tomorrow night it'll be Marquette's last home game of the regular season.
That's amazing, both of them. So weeks 8 and 9, this place will be empty.
Right.
Well, maybe week 10 we may have some football here for the Explorers, but
you never know.
They better win out, because otherwise they're going to be going on the road. 7-2, it's not guaranteed to get you a home game either.
No. Snap back, and they'll throw it down the line of scrimmage, and bobbled incomplete there. 4th, or make it 3rd down. With 3:59 to go in the game. Roxana and Greenville again coming up, and Tomorrow we'll have more football. Illinois at Indiana in there. CM at Waterloo in there. East Alton Wood River at Marquette. Tomorrow night at 7. And then tomorrow night at about 9 o'clock, soccer on the radio. The Alton Redbirds and the Marquette Explorers. So all kinds of football and soccer and all kinds of things going on the Big Z tomorrow. Illinois and Indiana tomorrow afternoon.
I'm going to be on the frozen pond.
That's right. Moore looking over the middle, and he throws an interception. It's picked off, back over the 50, knocked down there, and it's number 31 who picks it off right in the middle of the field, Lewis Holloman, with a pick.
Well, that's 3 turnovers for Alton now in the second half, and a couple of interceptions, and Belleville West ought to be able to keep this for the duration and pretty much wrap this one up. And really disappointing night here, which I thought was going to be a good competitive ball game and even a chance for Alton to win. But boy, they really just didn't get the job here tonight. That's all there is to it.
Quarterback turning around, wanted to hand it off. Nobody there, though. Broken play, and he's going to pick up 2 yards to the 44-yard line.
He must have thought everybody abandoned him. Nobody was there.
That was Boyd, the freshman, and they'll mark it as a 1-yard gain to the 45-yard line.
He turned and looked, and there was nobody there.
Did a little spinorama, and still nobody was there. And up under center, Boyd, the quarterback again. And the snap back, they'll hand it to the deep man, and he'll run it to the 41-yard line. And we're now under 3 minutes to go. Belleville West at 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5. Again, senior night. Salute the seniors. The last couple of years, not many wins for these guys as they were sophomores, juniors, and now seniors. 2:30 to go in the game as it's 3rd and 5 for Belleville West. The snap back, they throw it down the line of scrimmage. Incomplete here at the 40-yard line. Incomplete. And speaking of the last 3 years, Redbirds with 3 head coaches in 3 years. Last year, Nate Allball, 1 year, and now it's first-year head coach Dwight Tungett. Before that, 11 years with head coach Joe Hook. 2:21 to go. It's 4th down, 4th and 5. And Belleville West will go for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter, up by 35 points.
You stretched that out like you were making a point.
Going to run the football and run some more clock. No gain as they hand it off. No gain. It'll be Alton ball with 2:12 to go. Redbirds ball at their own 41-yard line. Near midfield.
That was about as productive as a root canal.
Okay.
And I don't know too many people that like root canals.
True. Very descriptive, though. Alton ball here, and we'll see what the Redbirds do.
It's 35-0, and it's getting late. Time to call her a night.
Yes. And move on. Get to the weekend. And here's Lawrence Moore running the football to the near side. He steps out just shy of the 50. His own 49-yard line, so a gain of about 8 for Moore.
Still running hard, still playing hard, which a coach likes to see. He's a senior. He knows he'll never step foot on this sod again.
And we have an injury on the field. An Alton player injured.
Go get him, Andy.
Back in the middle of the field, and Andy Renner on the job again. The Alton High athletic trainer will be back in a moment. Injury timeout with West leading Alton 35 0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
At American Family Insurance, we put together a pretty special policy for the Gordon family. It's called the Dad's starting a new business in our garage. Jesse wants to go to an Ivy League school. Mom crashed her computer. Literally. And Jennifer just passed her driving test. Policy. American Family works with you to choose from over 375 products and features to create your custom family protection. Is your coverage as unique as your family?
Waiting for something to develop, but he's going to lose 2.
Turn up the field with that.
Lost 2 yards.
Boy, you make a catch and there's nobody there, and he's going east and west instead of north and south.
So it's 3rd and about 4 to go. 3rd down. Redbirds ball, but now just 1:25 remaining in the game. 4 receivers again, spread offense again. And the snap back.
Another bad one.
Bobbled by Moore, and he throws low, incomplete, I believe there. Actually, it's going to be called complete and a loss of a couple back to the 45-yard line. A diving catch. I guess it was a catch.
By, do we know?
Number 9, who's not on the list. Not on the roster. And so, 4th down, 40 seconds to go. And Redbird's going to punt it away, and that should be the last play. Eli Tall, number 89, boots it away. Nobody back for the Maroons. Inside the 10, inside the 5.
Pretty good boomer there.
Yeah, down to the 2-yard line. The 2-yard line.
If they have to down this twice, can we get a safety out of this?
Take a knee, take a knee.
Yeah, I think the coach is going to tell his quarterback, son, do not step back a yard, just go straight down.
53-yard punt, I believe, there.
You added all that quickly? Well, impressed.
Took a while. 17 seconds to go in the game.
You have a math scholar for a wife, right, that helps you out?
Yes, that's right. Redbirds on defense for the last play of the game. And the Redbirds will go to Granite City next week, week number 8 of the high school football season. No scoring here in the 4th quarter. West led 14-0 at halftime. Really still anybody's game then, but the Maroons with 3 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter to tack on and bump it to 35-0. They run right up the middle here. And a yard or 2, and that's about it. We'll end the ball game at Public Schools Stadium for week number 7. The Alton Redbirds fall on senior night. They are shut out by the Belleville West Maroons. Our final, West 35, Alton nothing. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
35-0 our final score. Belleville West over Alton here. Last Alton home game of this season for football, and they fall to 0-7 on the year. Belleville West with their 2nd win of the year. Louis?
Yeah, they did it in convincing fashion, and it's still anybody's game at 14-0 at halftime, but those 2 turnovers in the 3rd quarter was really the undoing for Alton here tonight, and Belleville West turned a couple of touchdowns scored a couple touchdowns within a minute there and really stretched this lead out, and for an offensively challenged team like Alton, that's just too much to overcome here tonight. And they had some missed opportunities in the first half, and it all added up to another defeat here.
Alton showing signs of breaking out of it on offense once in a while against Belleville East earlier, and even early in the season against Quincy and Cahokia, but otherwise another shutout tonight as they were shut out at home 35-0. Our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game tonight, the running back Jeremy Hill with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, did it on 119 yards, only 18 carries, and really was the catalyst to the running game here tonight, and really got the job done for him. And 2 kids scored all 5 of their scores here tonight in their running game coming in. They said it was their bread and butter, and it showed its colors, true colors here tonight. They got the job done.
Yes, they did. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight from Public School Stadium. Belleville West with their 2nd win of the year. Alton again at 0-7. Still winless on the year with the Redbirds going to Granite City in Week 8 and then to East St. Louis in week number 9. To wrap up this football season in 2011. We move on to Roxana and Greenville coming up, so stay tuned for that as game number 2 of our Friday night doubleheader. Again, our final tonight, Belleville West 35, Alton nothing. For my partner Louis Korak and our engineer Brian Hennigan, this is Brent Birkland. So long, everybody.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949.